I don't like my hair. Can I have Shriya's costume? My hair is too long. Can you tie it up? I don't know, but I have to study after this. What are you talking about? No, don't touch me. You touch me. I didn't touch you. You touch me. And I am like, and the kids are like, do dear, na 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 na. So, Ray, drop a colon son, and then me, a name. So the kid comes out, and the other kid comes out. So they're standing in the line. So Shriya, and I'm like, what? Like some 5 kids running from one direction, 2 coming from here, holding me like that and pulling me. So that's the kind of relationship they build. And Sharman to loves them. Like, first of all, you look very beautiful. She was taking my interview in the afternoon, and I was so exhausted, but she's still looking fresh and beautiful.
Thank you.
Vanakkam. It's so nice to come back to Chennai. I love Chennai, and it's just fills me with so much joy and gratitude to come here. I have some beautiful memories shooting here. Thank you to all of you for accepting me, for loving me, for appreciating and most of the time tolerating me, and for all the love. I'm here because of you all. Papa Rasa said everything that was to be said, but ma'am, I would like to say that women only get wiser. We end up taking more roles as we become wiser, but we only get wiser. Yeah, we're cool like that. This movie is made from heart. Radha was really young, my daughter, when this movie was offered, and I looked at her and I didn't know if I was ready to leave her home and go to work. But today I just want to do films that Radha can be proud of, that tomorrow when she watches them, she feels this is my mama's film and she's happy for it. And I'm sure that this is one film, Music School is one film that one day Radha will be very happy to watch, will be very proud to watch. Yes, this film is about the pressure that we have on children these days, and it's crazy. Like when I was growing up, my parents had to find me somewhere in some play area and get me back home. But my nephew and niece, I have to beg them to get out and play. It's like, I don't get it. And then there's so much pressure. From the time a child is born, like literally, is your child talking? Is your child walking? Is your child crawling? Can she say, or can he say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? Or which school, or which college, or it just doesn't finish. And I feel sometimes as parents, knowingly or unknowingly, fortunately or unfortunately, we put our expectations on them, and sometimes they become an extension of our own ego. And a lot of time children, they even forget what they wanted to do from the beginning. It's almost like you're telling a fish to climb a tree and a monkey to swim in the ocean, because not everyone is meant to be an engineer, a doctor. There are many more things that you can do, and I feel dance and music, and it's not extracurricular. It's actually so important. It tells you the importance of respect, of gratitude, importance of discipline, because any classical form that you learn, you have to keep practicing it again and again, till you master a little bit. But most importantly, it teaches you your heritage. And for me, whatever I am today is because of dance and music that I've learned. Because every time I do a very difficult scene, or if I'm low, if I'm unhappy, or there'll be times that I was very low and almost depressed, all I had to do was get back to dance. And it gives me happy hormones, it makes me ready to face the world all over again. I'm so grateful that Krishna has given me dance, and I feel everyone has that gift, you just have to find it. And so grateful that Papa Rasa has written the script and got all of us together. Kiran sir is an amazing cameraman. He did Jodha Akbar, and he's such a calm and amazing camera person to work with. And his entire team is just marvelous. They're like the best people to work with. Sharman, thank you. I saw his play in Bombay years ago, and I was blown away. He is an amazing performer on stage. He does theatre, so I mean, couldn't be a better choice than getting him for this movie. He is, while I was losing all the time, like, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, why we, because I had separation anxiety because I had left Radha, and I was, he would like calm me down and say, you know what, this too shall pass, and this is going to be a great film, and clearly so, it's a beautiful film. Ilayaraja sir, I met him in the afternoon today for the first time, and I was blown away. He is so calm, he is so composed, and he was composing a song when he went in, and I requested him if I could listen to what he was doing, and he said okay. You know, the moment you enter that space, you feel like you're in a divine space, you're like in a spiritual place, you know, people playing music and he's perfecting it. It's just, it transports you to somewhere else. So this whole film, and all the children, I mean, they were going through so much. There were so many practices and practice sessions, and individually every child was going through something or the other. One is writing an exam here, one is going through a family problem, blah 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 blah. But the moment sir said action, they were there. They were amazing. And the entire cast of the film and everyone. I'm so grateful to be part of this film, and I pray that you all watch the film and enjoy it on 12th of May. And like, it's not a film where anyone is made to be an evil person. Like, you don't, it's not the parents are shown in a bad light, or teachers are shown in a bad light. I feel it's a film which just kind of looks at a very serious issue in a light-hearted way. So when you come out of the theatre, you might give your parents a high five, or a teacher a high five. You might find a friend in the film. You might find a buddy in the film, or you find yourself in the film, or you find a child going through the same problems. And I think the least we can do when you find someone who's going through that stress of not 91% but 99, just give them a hug. And you know, I feel this movie also tells you that it's all about finding your passion and working hard towards it. So thank you all for coming here, and lots of love.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We love you and we'll continue to love you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now the dais is open to question and answers. You can.
Before you answer questions, I forgot one thing. Yes, the other day, about 10 days ago, we have shown this film in a university in Delhi, in Shiv Nadar University, where all India students are there. After she performed that Sound of Music song, Dorime, they clapped for more than 5 minutes. The film was running, but they still clapped. So you all should go and see.
Yes. Sure, sir. Thank you. So, இப்போ நீங்க வந்து கேள்விகள் கேட்கலாம்.
Also, we have shown this thing in Hyderabad, several schools, colleges. The response is very good. The children and families and even the adults, because we have been through this rut, they're also all are enjoying. Thank you.
இவ்வளோ அழகாக மியூசிக் டீச்சர் இருந்தால், இவ்வளோ அழகாக மியூசிக் டீச்சர் கிளாமராக இருந்தால் பசங்க மியூசிக் கற்றுப்பாங்களா?
What was he saying?
Yeah, will the children learn music if the music teacher is so glamorous like that?
So good casting, I meant to say.
அந்த சமயத்துல நீங்க வந்து ஒரு மியூசிக் ஸ்கூல்ல குழந்தைகளை வச்சு பழகுறது எப்படி உங்களுக்கு ஆர்வம் வந்துச்சு?
கொஸ்டின்
I can't hear.
ரெகுலர் ட்ரைன்ல பக்கத்துல மூவிஸ் வந்து இந்த ஹிஸ்டாரிக் மூவா வருது. ஆனா நீங்க குழந்தைகளை வச்சு மியூசிக் ஸ்கூல் ஒரு கதையை செலக்ட் பண்ண காரணம் என்ன?
What is the reason that you chose this genre?
No, I selected, it's not that I will do all the while this kind of films only. I worked in the government. I have a lot of very intense political stories also. But when I chose this subject, which is aimed at families and children, this medium of music and musical it came to my mind. So I'm only a first time director. I'm not specialist. But I think that all directors have one style, many of the directors. But somehow I think that the story should dictate the style, what you want to say. Since children were there, it was education, so I chose the music and musical. It conveys that they can be little easy on the children. Children will definitely make it in life, and you don't have to go through such a life, very stressful life for about 10 years to become a doctor or engineer. You can, without stress also you can become. That's it. Sir.
And my question is this movie or is this a movement? But because you are the bride of drug-free sports.
No, I know that's a different story. Sports and all our wrestlers are, you see, they're sitting and doing that. No, I don't think I am such a. With this, I start a movement or something. But if movement happens with mothers like you, I am happy. But I am pointing out an issue here.
Yeah, but I think movies don't bring a revolution. They just make you think.
music school like
You were saying, sir.
music, western music,
Western. This is a Western style. Though I know I'm very fond of classical music and classical dance. One day I hope I'll get an opportunity to make one like that. But this is a completely Western kind of music. And because the Sound of Music songs were also there, so I made it like in that genre.
Why? Ilayaraja sir is busy making noise, working.
Why isn't he here?
Oh, why isn't he here? He, of course, he is coming also to our event. But I really, of course, he is busy making some music. We both went and he was composing. He invited us into composing room, and then he gave us blessings to come here.
Yes, sir.
So it is not already done with the how do you choose this?
I think I'm one of those actresses who work with the maximum number of debutant directors. Maximum. My first director, Nove Nove, was a scientist turned a director. Which is more scary, a scientist turned director or a funny? I don't know. But I think life is all about connecting.
There are less number of music schools and colleges in India, so
That's
is it
true.
a promotion? Is it like a promotion to that?
It's not, but that's true. In school, most of the school dance is not even a subject. Art still is, but dance and music is not even a subject. So you want to say, so he started like, this one is going to talk non-stop.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's what Steve Jobs said once, and it's all about like learning new things, and you never know when it comes together and helps you create something that you're meant to create. But you have to keep learning and keep doing, you know. So it's very interesting. Like he said that he has written 6 scripts. It's not that he's sitting on one script waiting to make it, you know. And actually like the story why, first of all, I love Sound of Music. That was the first English film that I ever saw. But I believed that those characters lived, you know, those days VCR used to be there, and there used to be a cassette player. That big, it was almost like tiffin box that went inside, and it'll make a click sound, and then you suddenly see these characters coming alive. I believe that those characters lived inside that VCR. That's how naive I was. And I remember those songs. These are the few of my favorite things. Like, I've danced on those songs growing up. So that's how important that movie was to me. And to be actually doing those songs again was like something that interested me. But I feel the way he wrote the story. So then he sent me the script, and I read the script. I read it again and again, literally. I thought it was very interesting. And for me, Sound of Music is a story about these kids who are in a war space, and where they're running away from this, you know. And I think children it's almost like war happening on them, and they're running away from, they don't know how to. I love the way he's written it. Yeah. I love children. I have one of my own, but I love them. And these kids are so talented. Like Sarah spent 6 months trying to find the one that he wanted. So they all are super good. They're super talented. But they talk a lot. They talk so much. So we're standing there. They do. They literally do. So I'm standing there, and it's literally this is the shot, and then Adam is there, and the camera is here, and the kids are like do it, na 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 na. So Ray, a drop of golden sun, and then me, a name. So the kid comes out, and the other kid comes out. So they're standing in the line. So we're thinking we have rehearsed this for a month. Like how difficult can this be to do it in Goa? And I'm standing there concentrating. It's really hot that we'll get it in one shot. Suddenly, shot, sir says, ready? I don't like my hair. Can I have Shriya's costume? My hair is too long. Can you tie it up? I don't know, but I have to study after this. What are you talking about? No, don't touch me. You touch me. I didn't touch you. You touch me. And I am like, shut up! That's how it is. Like they talk non-stop. Like that. Like literally, the sky is so blue, the blue sky and the white blouse and the glove. I'm like, how? Like where does it come from? But the best part of this unit of Yamini films is that, and I'm very proud of it. Like I get really upset when I'm shooting with kids is because children have a schedule. They sleep at certain time, they have to wake up, and then it's a schedule they follow. And they were very nice. They gave them all a car, and the parents were always coming with the children, and so they always had, they were under protection, and all the assistant directors were extremely loving and nice to all these kids. In fact, now they're part of family. Like I was in a hotel promoting my some film, and then they were all like having breakfast there, and they're like, Shriya! And I'm like, what? Like some 5 kids running from one direction, 2 coming from here, holding me like that and pulling me. So that's the kind of relationship they build. And Sharman to loves them. Like he adores kids. Because he himself had 3 kids. So that goes without saying. But yeah, it was lovely working with them. So Shan, I've known him from years because it's like his wife is my very good friend, sister-in-law and all of that. So I've known him for years. But, and then he's a very sweet, welcoming guy. If you go to his house, very sweet, very welcoming. Like there'll be food laid out, like full Bengali food and all. Because he's fully Bengali, wife is fully Gujarati. So then there's a Gujarati counter, Bengali counter. They love serving people. Like they love it. And they love music, and there's always somebody singing in the house. Kattu, I'm shooting with him. So I'm all like, I know him, and I know his wife is a good friend. And we're doing a scene, it's a serious scene. It's a very serious scene. We are finding somebody where the scene is also in the trailer. And I have to be serious. Like I literally have tears in my eyes. My tears are because I'm laughing non-stop because this man can make you laugh. He does that Goan accent, he does this accent, he just goes non-stop. He will make you laugh. And from there, Papa Rasa is like, shut up! I'm like, I don't know who are the kids here. They're like kids. And then there are these kids. So he was like angry with us the whole time, and we were just laughing the whole time because that man can really make you laugh. And so with a straight face. So it was really hard doing the scene because I just couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. More number of item songs. I haven't done an item song since the time, I don't know how many years. I haven't done an item song for a very long time, sir. Yeah. You tell Yeah, sir. You want to see me in item song? You tell me. I have a feeling you want to see me in item song. Sir, you have hidden an agenda, sir. Sir, you have feelings like that. You should say. You go tell the producers when you go for other films. You say, I will not come if you don't get Shriya in item song. Item song, Shriya is there, I'm not coming. Say you demand things like that. I'm teaching you how to be demanding, sir.
Yeah. Last question, please.
Ha, that's very bad. I can't learn. I can learn dialogues, but I can't. So if I do a Tamil film again, I'll get the hang of it. But then I forget very fast. It's very bad. And my any language that I learn. So that's what my nephew was saying. Hindi you can't talk properly. English you can't talk properly. Which language do you talk? Because my E and I are a problem. So half of the time I'm not saying those words. So when I used to write English in school, I used to write, so that much smartness also I have. My English teacher used to look at me, call me and give me a hug. I'm not kidding. One day she had tears in her eyes. She said, I don't know how to teach you. I would write F-E-E-L one first. Next F-I-E-L. Third F-E-I-L. F-I-I-L? Because you don't know which is right. Let's try all.
While talking, you said nowadays parents have ego in kids. Do you have ego to kids?
I don't know. I try to check it all the time. Because the moment you say my child is, oh my god, oh my god, my child is beautiful, or my child is, that's an extension of an ego. There isn't, you have to deliberately remind yourself that you have to cut from your ego. It's a child, it's Radha. So Radha is walking, Radha is talking, Radha knows colors, but you can't keep saying my child, because that is, if you think about it, it is. And then it goes into my child will go to school and my child will do well in studies, but unknowingly or knowingly it becomes an extension of your ego, sir. You have to keep reminding yourself. That's what I feel as a parent, but everyone is different.